So how do we drive it? This is the Facebook fan page, and that's really quite important. I managed to get, I probably have about 400 or 500 friends on Facebook now. So I've got 146 people to sign up really since the beginning of January. 100 of them are probably people as I already knew, but there are quite a few people who I do know who I haven't invited, and also there's a great number of people who I haven't the faintest idea who they are. So it does actually work. As you can see, a lot of this is basically links back to the site, but it's also quite good to put photographs in because it just makes things look interesting. You know, these are some herbs, some box trees waiting to go out on the plants and presents business. These are some propagation benches. And the other thing that's good is if you can get sort of conversations going, if you can get people chipping in, because all of these social media things are about conversations. Twitter is basically a big global conversation, and if you say interesting things, then people will engage with you. This guy is somebody I knew from university who keeps coming up, bless him, and putting all kinds of mad things on the blog, but it just adds interest to it. And what is good is it tells you how you're doing. You get a rating of how interesting Facebook considers your post to be. So it's been as high as 87 and it's been as low as 2. So at the moment it's back up to 11.2. It tells you how many fans you've got and how many people have been interacting with you. On Academy they have a thing called the Marketplace, so you can basically write little adverts or you can write blogs. You've got both opportunities. But these are all kind of optimized, so you can use, if you take this headline here, that will actually function as a search term. And if you pick the right search terms over time, you can actually really then start to get some leverage in terms of the organic search, which is why we're doing this. So I put that up a couple of days ago, and this is a search which I did this morning. That ad went up on the 7th. So this morning, the Revolutionary Aero Garden is at number 4, because Academy gets picked up by the search engines. Anything that's in the marketplace, if you've optimised the phrase well, is going to do really quite well. Just an example of what you can actually do. If you do a search for the Intelligent Garden, you can see where the real power is in terms of sites that you should align with. Amazon is at the top. Then you've got Facebook. Then you've got Academy. So those are, you know, as I say, bear in mind that this site has been, it was created probably at the end of November, and it's been seriously blogging for just over 6 weeks now. So you can see that already it's building up quite a momentum. This is Twitter, and here's me with my British Legion poppy, which is still there. And it just gives you an example of things that are going on in my life. These are sort of mentions, people who sort of said things to me or about me. Not all of it is to do with the Intelligent Garden, some of it's to do with my professional consulting work. These are the things that I've said. These are things that people who I think are worth following are saying. And then I've got a search tab for organic and a search tab for organic gardening. So anything that gets said on Google, in Twitter, on those topics, I can keep track of. So that's quite useful for actually getting into conversations with new people and suggesting that they might like to look at the fan page or whatever. This is the Amazon shop. So we're selling a combination of things like trees. We're selling nematodes for killing slugs. We've got a wireless weather station, a soil test kit, and these little hydro garden things for sort of growing herbs on your windowsill, which are they're selling frighteningly well. I bought 2 and I've sold both of them within 10 days. So and the add-ons for that sell quite well too. So as I said, you know, that tells us that Amazon is quite gadget orientated, really. I think if you were selling, see, some things don't go at all. We basically had a load of chilies that we got. We had little box packs of you know, loads of chilies for a £5. It was really quite a good deal compared to what you buy in the supermarket. We didn't sell any. But anything that's got wires on it, you know, they go quite well. So this tells you something about the demographic, I suggest. So this is what you need to really work on. Our stock in trade is, it depends on, you know, what is your feedback rating. because Amazon really works very much on how good your reputation is. So our reputation generally is quite good. We've got 466 sales over the lifetime of the project of our store on Amazon, of which 262 have been in the last year. In the last year we have a 98% positive rating, 1% neutral, and 1% negative. In the last 30 days, I've actually had 2 neutral things. One because some stuff was late because of the snow, and the others because somebody sort of took umbrage at the fact that instead of one of the things arrived in a plain package. But generally speaking, our rating is quite good. AAA+++, quick delivery, very safely packaged, good service, excellent service, brilliant efficient service. We'd recommend seller reviews again. Lovely item, very prompt delivery. And it's arrived at my friend's beautifully packaged in perfect condition. It has loads of little oranges, 5 of which are nearly ready for use. She's absolutely delighted with it. We'll definitely consider sending one again. So that is why you want to, that's why we put the store on Amazon, because we already have a good reputation there. And it's not just the quality, there's actually quite a lot of it. We've obviously had 250 responses, which means we probably sold 500 things in the last year. That tells whoever's checking us out that actually, we are a serious player. So this is just what I've sold in the last couple of days. A soil test kit, a heated propagator, and some propagation units with some rooting gel. And this tells you a bit about the sort of way in which the sort of stuff to the site is shaping up. This tells us a bit about where referral traffic is coming from, and again it's coming from Academy, Facebook and Twitter, other than stuff that's just going directly onto the site. And then there are various other people's blogs that I've put comments on, because if you put a comment on somebody's site with your own link on it, you'll get some feedback traffic that way. This just tells you what we've sold in the last, since the beginning of January. So basically, we're selling a couple of products a day. Average price is about £20, and you can see the things that sell best are wireless weather stations and multi-testers. So it's gadgets again, but that's because of where the store is. So one thing that you might want to think about to take away with you is, if you had to promote the Intelligent Garden effectively using social media, what would you do other than what I've told you about? Hint, I could be doing a lot more on YouTube than I am, but there's time for that. I've just basically have started taking sort of films of using the sort of soil testing kits, but I haven't had time to sort of edit them and put them up yet. So that just gives you an example of the kind of methodology that we developed, which summarises this as do some testing to find out what are the words that work, and then sort of construct a network of things in social media so that they all hang together, so that they all reinforce each other, and build as big a presence as you can, as quickly as you can.